But Oasis is where it all begins now here on Garden for the first round.
Architect, you know, has been a great Pharah player throughout his career. Back in Korea before the Overwatch League, we saw him play it quite a bit. Like his teammate Rascal as well. And when you take a look at the lineups here, we're going to start to figure out exactly what the plan is for Shock. All eyes on their hero picks right now. Striker Tracer in the finals. It's been a long time. Let's see how he can perform here. He may be the X Factor. He may be able to pressure DM enough to prevent the Widow here from just carrying the fight as it's been throughout stage 3 for the Dragons.
Yep, gonna be similar comps here, but DM gonna be on that Widow, no surprises, and already gonna have a kill. Sting takes down Architect, asserting his dominance on that Pharah. So Yoban gonna be bioed out, going lower and lower on the road hook, but still manages to kill off Youngjin, but Ding is there to scoop the second kill. So advantage still gonna be there for the side of the Shock. Res starting to come in, Sleep gonna be connecting now. As the Pharah hits the ground, they manage to finish him off. It's an all-out brawl as DM is playing up onto the point here with the Widowmaker. It's a shot onto Violet, Dink Smurf in the head, jumps over onto the high ground to escape the rockets coming through. And the first clap, the first lockdown goes the way of the Shanghai Dragons.
Shanghai Dragons win the Pharah battle overall. Damage output much higher for Ding, who despite the sleep there, was able to get into position to poke at the back line. Striker will swap over to the Hanzo here. The Tracer pick, unsuccessful. And, you know, I gotta say, this makes a lot more sense to me. It's really greedy to think that you're gonna be able to get into the backline with a Tracer in this meta, even without a Brigida on the other side. I like this a lot more, but they're slow going here through the shield.
Well, looking for the whole hook, managed to find Choi Hyoban, the Bionade comes through, and DM finishes him off. Gets that kill in. Violet as well, gonna be tagged up, will get topped up by Moth. Getting the heals running through. Oh, angles here for DM. Doesn't get the headshot there, however. You can't get rid of Architect. Res going to be used. And as they come back through, that's going to be kills going the way. Youngjin gets taken down, but DM manages to get a double kill now. And Shanghai Dragons will maintain control of the point.
Big sleep on the Violet there to help clean him up. And now the San Francisco Shock gonna have to reset once again. Striker swaps over the Widow. You have to imagine he's been practicing this a lot right now in preparation to potentially duel DM. And that's, you know, given that there's a chance it was going to be the Dragons, an unlikely chance, number 8 seed.
Well,
but he's picked already.
Yeah, not a good start.
Way overextending, way out of position, very aggressive positioning there, and he gets picked for it.
They do have the res, they put him back through, but now that's going to be taken out of the fight for a while. Hulk comes up with nothing, so Youngjin can't line up the hook. Still will have that one ready to go as they try to advance over onto the point. Shanghai Dragons, you see that highlighted there in the top of the screen. Ult efficiency looking pretty good right now. Have only used the supercharger and the infra sight to gain vision on the enemy team. Luffy, however, going to be taken down off the bat. Choi Hyoban manages to come up with the kill, and the Bionade's now out of the fight. That's going to be huge. Mirage comes down from Architect, manages to find a double, looking for a third. Luffy will be taken down. And that is going to be the clean sweep, pretty much Ding. The last one left alive. Flip comes through. Shanghai Dragons, they're at 93%.
Yeah, it's nearly the 99 flip, so the Dragons are still going to feel comfortable. They're still massively in the lead here, but this is line of sight advantage for the first time for Striker now. So it's tougher for DM to peek out, to look for those headshots against Architect. Makes Architect's life easier. As you can see, he's already getting the first pick because he's no longer under threat of DM's Widow because it's Striker who controls that matchup. And now, for the Dragons, it's an ult issue here. They can't even build ultimates. They don't have any initiation right now. The style they're running is about controlling the point in sightlines. Now they've lost it. It's tough. You know, that barrage, you're not going to have a great time getting that onto the point without a Sombra, without an EMP to set it up.
Architect getting tapped once there. Direct hit comes through from Ding. Can't get the double. Oh, answering back. Just trying to soften him up as much as possible. 54% at the moment for the barrage. Ding still holding on to his. Setting it up can be difficult, especially when you don't have a Sombra on your team. Sleeping Bionade over onto Youngjin off screen. He's going to be taken down by the whole hog there. Choi Hyoban finally going to be interrupted, but it's too late. The damage is done. And Shock, they will keep holding this point.
Now this is where it starts to get really scary for the Dragons because at this point, you know, you're out of tools. You know, I mean, Youngjin on the hog, he's a great Roadhog player, but again, with both of these compositions, again, they're mirror comps. The defender has the advantage. They have the control of these choke points, right? Taking this back was the best thing Shock could have ever hoped to do. And now for the Dragons, they're going to have to win an uphill fight. You know, it's going to have to be a fight where they don't have those sightlines. DM at least will have the infra sight here to give them that additional information. There it is. So now Striker's going to have to play passive. This is when they need to come in. This is when Ding needs to get into position.
DM looking for that angle, has that infra sight through, so you can see there's walls and actually manages to take down Violet. Now the mana boost going to be out of the fight unless they can get the res off. Striker managed to find Youngjin, but now Smurf taken down as well. Ding on the hunt. He's looking for Architect to sleep. Comes in. Barrage now going to be laid in. He'll start coming out. Gets rid of the supercharger. San Francisco Shock, they hit 99%, but the team is still getting picked off. Now the flip comes back through. They have to tag this right now.
And they don't have the staying power of the Nano. It just comes in now.
Trying to get around the back. Smurf barely manages to tag in to force out overtime here onto the point. Adaptive shield going to be used. Architect swapping over onto the Genji. Hook comes through. Smurf taking a lot of damage. Falling low, a little bit more. Then finally managed to finish him off, and Moth is going to be gone as well. So now it's just Violent, but he's out of the fight. The DPS from San Francisco Shock do not stand a chance here on their own. Striker eliminated.
Position. The Dragons are playing with their starting 6, and they still brought them to a 99-99. That means, at least if you look at zoomed in on Oasis, there's a great chance that Shock could actually take this first map, despite the first loss here. And it's a good look for the Shock going into this series. Winning this map is huge, as it will give them map pick advantage for the rest of this first to 4. That's what the desk was saying earlier. Control is the most important map, and it absolutely is.
Now pushing forward, Striker starting off on the Hanzo this time. DM going to be moving over onto the Sombra.
Not a lot of sight lines for Widow on this map in particular.
Yeah.
A lot of chokes and a lot of Orisa barriers to shoot through.
Something not going to be the best for you, but that's going to be the whole hook coming through. Gamsu taken down.
Flanked.
Very good start here for the side of San Francisco Shock. Young Jin just tanking that arrow damage, takes a breather, heals himself back up. Trying to push forward and take down the Striker, but he's unable to do so. This time, though, the Shock are the first ones to lock this down.
They had too much trouble dealing with the consistent damage output we were seeing there in the front line of the Dragons. Ding, in general, obviously, is the better far. You could see it in the ult percentage here, 66 to 36, but it's the hook coming through from Choyobin. It's the pressure there from Striker on the flank that gets him the first cap. Now they're going to swap over DM to match the Hanzo, but you don't have initiation with this, with no EMP building, so I'm concerned about that.
Well, Youngjin going to be taken down. And now Gamsu falling as well, so the front line unable to stand up against the Shock. We'll just go ahead and continue to maintain control at this point. Architect has enough fuel to get back up, but TM was waiting on the low ground. Finds the kill, but Striker.
This is the concussive there, so not able to launch himself back the way he wanted to. And look at the damage output here now. Just not enough to take him out here. He's pocketed, and there's just not enough damage from an Ana.
Oh, but that's going to be the hook. And that will be able to take him down, so the pick on Moth not going to be leading to too much now. And a boost tossed through here on the Choyobin. Striker going to be taken down. Youngjin trying to draw this one back through is Violent. Gets eliminated as well. Choyobin around the side. Does take a breather, does keep himself topped up. But Smurf's going to be eliminated now. DM trying to stay alive, trying to get the shots through. They will be able to do so. On the board now are the Shanghai Dragons. They get the flip 65% for the Shock.
It's important they got it at this moment because now they're going to have 6 ultimates to defend with. And for the same reasons we talked about previously, Architect here, he's going to have the barrage, but getting into position to use it is very challenging here as the attackers versus defenders who now control this point, taking it up to 99%. Dragons can use Nano Boost to keep themselves alive through a longer fight. They can Dragon Strike the zone, and here it comes!
Yep, Dragon Strike going to be tossed out. Choyobin takes that one up. He gets a lot of that damage with a breather. Supercharger going to be lost, so not getting that damage amp over onto the side for the Shock.
Great trade for the Dragons.
Now they have their own Supercharger down, but it doesn't last very long. Architect, he's got the rockets lined up. Hook comes through onto Youngjin. He gets bio-nated, so cannot get healed up. Will be taken down. Barrage, however, going to be tossed into the back, and that's going to be a double going through. Ding will get taken down by Violent. The res comes in. Architect back into the fight with a barrage of his own, so they might actually be able to flip this back through still. Gamsu going lower. The leap over the top. Striker comes up with the kill. Now looking for Luffy, who just does not stand a chance.
This is a winning matchup for Choyobin in terms of the Roadhog versus Roadhog. He's getting the more impactful hooks. A lot of those are set up by Smurf. And you start to feel like the main reason why Smurf is in over Super here is his ability to communicate in Korean with Choyobin, but also his Orisa prowess, you know? He looks like a very practiced Orisa. Maybe he's been spending his entire stage waiting for this moment, and it's working out. Here we go again!
Yep, that's going to be another hook coming in.
Oh.
Youngjin just does not stand a chance. Nothing to be done about that one here for the side of the Dragons, who need to get a flip very imminently. 90% about to be on the board for the Shock. Looking to close this out and extend us to a final round. Direct hit connects onto Architect. He'll push his way into the back with the rest of his team, but Ding still applying pressure on that flank. But now DM gone in the front lines. Striker comes up with the kill. He's going to be taking a nap as the Dragon Strike comes through. They're trying to interrupt that ultimate, but we're unable to do so. Ult goes through, pulls 2 up. Now Ding going to be taken down. Res not going to be possible as Koma gets eliminated as well.
Barrage
going to be dumped in. Nano for good measure just to get that damage mitigation, and the OT wick will burn away.
To Youngjin as well, just to guarantee. Now, as we head into this round, this is the more open round you'd expect the Shanghai Dragons style to work best in. But in the mirror, because of the Roadhog aspect, San Francisco Shock are winning the mirror on a map you would think the Dragons would be favored in because of their style in Stage 3. See if Striker can compete in the Widow v Widow this time, where he very slightly failed on round 1.
Taking a bit of damage here, just trying to break down that barrier for now. Violet going to be eliminated. Dink coming up with a nice one. Good sight lines for TM. And he has that headshot. Takes that bar up right out of the sky, and now Dink can push forward. Oh, the hook! He dodged it, but instead Coma intercepts. Does get taken down, but Shanghai Dragons still coming out on top here.
The skies are not safe when you don't have Widow advantage. So we do see the near car kill here for Ding.
Yep.
Win
Push him into traffic.
the Widowmaker battle. This is a 2v2, Widow Pharah versus Widow Pharah. When the Widow has control of sightlines, you can't peek as the Pharah, so you can't do damage. If you try, you're being greedy, you're making a risky play. If you get sniped by DM, best Widowmaker player in the world at the moment, then everything falls apart. And right now they have that sightline advantage, so Ding gets to be the one who dictates the pace. He does the damage here, while Architect is just trying to get into position.
A lot of damage coming through. That's going to be the nano boost into the barrage. An instant 2 kills coming in. Architect, he's trying to dunk him, but instead he lands down here onto the ground, will be eliminated, and Youngjin set up to help protect his fellow DPS player.
Now, we saw this same situation on our first round where the Empress Sight allowed DM to recontrol the point. That was the one time he was able to open with a snipe despite line of sight disadvantage. Striker has that same opportunity here now. And if he can find a back pick, if he can flank, if he can keep it a secret, I think they've got a great chance to retake, but it has to be now. Here it comes, he's popped it. Can he find a kill?
We're looking for it. The hook comes in. It's not Striker delivering it, but Trey Hillman having that infrasight as well extended to him and the rest of the Shock squad. Does manage to get the hook through. Pulls Ding down. He's going to be res now. DM pops the infrasight. Hook not going to find a connection.
They want that 99. They're just going to stall this. That is the main point of the game here.
If not, to try to win it out. Barrier denying a lot of sightlines, but DM still manages to find Smurf as he pops around it.
No way!
And he gets the double tap off the grapple onto Striker. DM, this man is an absolute machine.
There were doubters.
Up close and personal, looking for Striker as he's been freshly rezzed back through. Poison Trap will reveal him for a bit. Pops back up over the top here with the launch pad, but we're at overtime. 3 members still gone on the side of the Shock.
Looks like a Shanghai map to me. Smurf's caught here.
Yep, they hook him in, they take him down. The Wrecking Ball, the best chance to try to elongate this. Troy Hillman doing what he can, will use the recall to get his HP back, but still has to make his way over onto the point again. Ball rejoins, tags in here for the moment. No one really focus firing in. Troy Hillman manages to pick down 1. DM gonna be eliminated, the hook not gonna connect.
This is just really desperation here for the Shock.
Yeah, doing what they can, but Trey Hillman just doesn't stand a chance. Hack coming in now onto Youngjin as they try to keep holding out hope, but they clear them off the point. That OT bar is going to plummet very rapidly. Ding pushing his way around, nearly has the barrage. Bullhog comes out, Smurf gonna go down. Ball taken out, Trey Hillman gone now as well, and Architect, he's bionated, he's eliminated, and Shanghai